But first and foremost, you and your wife are expecting another baby. And congratulations. This is
Sunday, bloody Sunday.
I mean, this is the fourth.
We're having our fourth child in 4.5 years. Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot. I mean,
I know it's a lot. It's a lot.
Do you have room for this baby?
I can't believe you said that because we're having children. It's outpacing our ability to house them. So I said to my wife, this one we have to put him in a hotel. It'll be nearby. I'm on 8th Street. Somewhere nearby.
It's a boy.
We're gonna have a boy.
Hey, congratulations, dude. That's good.
3 boys, and we have our daughter Carmen, our son Raphael,
Yeah.
our son Leonardo, and we're gonna have a boy. And then my daughter Carmen says, "Oh, you have to have another one. We want to have another girl, so I have another girl in the house." And my wife says to me, "Oh, I want to have maybe one more, Alec. We have one girl." And I say, "I hope you and your next husband are very happy together." We'll all be friends.
No, but they're the
live
most
nearby
beautiful kids.
in a
You got
cul-de-sac.
the cutest babies. I know Carmen because she's the same age as Winnie.
My daughter goes to school with Jimmy's daughter, and we try
so
to bring her here, but now she's got a very busy life. She goes, she's like, "I don't have time to come."
What did you
Tell Jimmy I said, "Yo."
Yo, yeah. Did she say something to you? Did it tell you what's what?
Oh my God! The other day she turned to me. My wife and I are sitting there, and very like low key. I was like raising my voice with my wife, or talking about something, and my daughter looks and goes, "Daddy, be silent." What was it? She goes, "Be silent, sensible, and nice." And I looked at my wife and my daughter. I'm like, "So you guys have formed like a little union now?" Huh? Silent was the first thing.
Yeah,
sensible and nice. It's very sage advice. Yeah.
Winnie told me I was acting like a baby the other day. Because I was picking up these pieces of. Do you have Zingo at your house? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's like bingo, but for kids. And there's a million pieces go all over the place. I'm just like trying to pick them up, and she wants to play characters with them. And I go, Winnie, I'm just trying to put them back. She goes, "You're acting like a baby." I go,
my favorite was the kids. I've said this before, maybe, so forgive me. Our 2 kids are in the same school, and they're talking in school, and my daughter goes, "My dad plays Donald Trump on TV. He's very funny." And then Winnie goes, "My dad's is on TV, and he's really, really funny." and I look at Carmen and I go, "Winnie's dad is funnier than your dad."
No.
Winnie's dad is funnier.
No, not at all.
So, but anyway, so we're going to have our 4th child in 4.5 years, and it's great because my wife is it makes me cry. She's the greatest mom. She's the greatest mom.
She really is. She's awesome.
She really is. She's really.
I love Hilaria.
When you have a lot of kids, it's like they all. They rip her to pieces if she goes out and does anything and she comes home, the kids are like on top of her.
Yeah.
I'm doing well with the kids until my wife comes home. Like I'm with them and I'm like, "Yeah," and then what happened? "No, you're kidding me. Really?" And we're getting along great. My wife walks in the door, they're like, "Zing!"
Like later days.
I'm invisible.
Show you the hand, absolutely, yeah. But you look good. How are you feeling? Because you just had a hip replacement surgery.
I had my hip replaced, and it was weird because you walk around. You have never had any orthopedic problems your whole life. Your knees.
No.
You only had the finger thing.
Just the finger. I almost lost my finger, yeah. Besides that, basically nothing, yeah.
Well, I had my hip replaced, and it's funny because you have the pain before the surgery. And then they say you're going to have the surgery, and after the surgery, you're in pain. Yeah. And then you have to have physical therapy after that, and you're in pain. It's just like a whole kind of smorgasbord of pain.
Of pain.
For like months and months and months of pain. But I'm feeling better now.
Yeah, and you're doing all the rehab and all that stuff?
I'm doing the rehab, yeah.
Yeah, you're doing...
No, I went today. I mean, I go to the rehab, but you should go every day. I don't have time. I have to come here and see you.
Thank you, but I appreciate it. That's a buddy.
No, but it really hurt. And I was mentioning that I said to people, I made the mistake of watching the procedure on YouTube with these English doctors. No, it was unbelievable. And at one point, obviously when you do surgery, the body is all kind of gowned and cloaked, and there's just like one little box, one little window of the field that they're going into. And in this hole, this guy has a drill that you have to hold with 2 hands.
Like a jackhammer?
Like a jackhammer. It was like a baby jackhammer. And the guy literally is going, "All right, now, and I think we are going to go with the blah, 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 blah." It's English guys. And all of a sudden, into the guy's hip. Oof. And the body's on the table going,
freaking out.
And I watched it. I thought, "Oh, no.
No, you can't do this.
No."
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.